Hi everybody and welcome to our Sunday afternoon craft extravaganza. I don't think it's going to be an extravaganza today. I'm very, very, very poorly prepared for this, and apparently if you're poorly prepared you have to prepare to fail. I think that's the right way of it, something like that. Anyway, so I'm prepared to fail, but let's hope it's not, nothing too dramatic.
Crash and burn.
Yeah, crash and burn. I mean, we're only dealing in craft stuff here, so I'm not anticipating a broken leg or anything like that, for example. Anyway, we're back on with our handbag journal, and I haven't really done much to it. Now, we'll explain to you in a minute why I haven't done very much. All I've done is put the ruffles on, and I just could not help myself. I've put flat back pearls down the ruffles. In other handbag journals I've made, I've put another lace down there. But because these are different coloured papers, I wanted something that would go with everything. So I went for just looking for an excuse for the flat back pearls, okay? But I think they look very, very pretty. And on this opening page, I am definitely going to jazz that up a bit. It looks a bit plain, but that can wait. I think what I'm going to do is make a big what did we decide to call gussets? Whatever we decided, that's what I'm... No, accordion pleat's a different thing. Yeah, an expanding envelope, or pocket at least, here on this page. So it's handy. You can just open it up and stuff things in there, then you can sort them out at a later date. This is also a little bit plain. I mean, it's beautiful, but it was designed as a background page, so it perhaps needs something. And that just brings us back again to this, it's just divine, this purple page. So, I put the crystal organza on here yesterday, just attached it there. And these are the things we did yesterday, really. This little gorgeous, gorgeous envelope from Victoria at the Journal Boat. And I just wrapped some ribbon around it, like so. And it just lives in there. And this sort of washi tape type thing, I really like it. It appeals to me. And I've also added some double-sided satin ribbon. A good length of it. So, if it was needed to go down there, you'd have plenty. So that's also going to go in there. But we need other things. We need more and more to bump this up and make it really pretty. So I've decided, I've got loads of ideas in my head, but I need to tell you first what's happened in our lives since the last time I spoke to you. As some of you know, on a Saturday after I finished the live, generally a Sunday too, we go out for a little jaunt, as we call it, in the car, and we try to discover roads that we've never been down before, which is quite difficult because we've been down, well, almost all of them, but it transpires not all of them at all. And yesterday we found a little road that we hadn't been on before, so it was quite exciting, really. And we came round a bend, and I mean, we're used to braking for lambs, for cows, for, pheasants, red squirrels, everything. We're used to wildlife being in the road. So when we turned the corner, we saw this wildlife in the road. It wasn't a huge shock to us. But Mr. F braked, and as we got closer, it became apparent it was a cat and 4 kittens. And the mother cat skedaddled right away, and one of the kittens went with her. And the other 3 went in the hedge, verge, whatever you want to call it. It's full of thistles and nettles and just thick weeds. So with that, another car pulled up, and it was a lady and her adult daughter. And we explained what was going on, and they started looking for the little kitty cats in this overgrown verge. And they found one. One ran out, actually, and ran right under their car, which was fine. They weren't travelling. And eventually they managed to get that one out. And Mr. F, well, almost all of us, we were searching through this undergrowth. Mr. F eventually found one, a little black and white one. and the lady had a box in the back of her car, so we put both of the kittens that we'd found in the box, and we carried on looking for the other one for absolutely ages. I mean, we were really, quite damaged with thistles and nettles and whatever, but we kept on looking, and there was no sound from it at all, and we couldn't find it. We just couldn't. We had to give up in the end. We could not find it. So what to do with these two little kittens? And the lady said, well, I've already got a cat. I can't take another one home. I don't think he'll like it. I said, well, I've already got a dog who thinks he rules the roost. I don't know what he'll think of a kitten. But we decided we'd take one each home. And if we can't, if Bobby or her cat, which was called Clarence, doesn't take to them, then, we'll take them put a sign in the vets on Monday about, a kitten free to a good home sort of thing. So that was that. So we brought him home, and he hasn't said a word. Not one word, not one squeak, not one murmur, nothing. We've tried to feed him. I mean, obviously last night when we got home, we had nothing suitable in the house to feed a kitty cat. I think he's about 6 weeks old, I would say. He's not 8 weeks. He's not that old. But his eyes are open. But we bought some sachets of kitten food, and we kept dipping our hands in the sort of sauce of it and trying to feed him just the sauce of it, but he just didn't want to know at all. And then this morning, first thing, Mr. F went to proper pet shop and got weaning, proper orphaned cat's milk and a feeding bottle and teats, etc., etc., which he hot-footed back home with. And he really wasn't keen to take that either. I mean, we've literally forced it down him. Not much, a couple of fluid ounces, really. So he has at least had something, because I'm very well aware that kittens of that size will dehydrate so quickly. And, we'll lose him, which we don't want to do, obviously. So that's the situation as it is. We sat all last night with one of us holding him and then the other one holding him. And as I say, just nothing from him at all. So we're hoping we can get the better of it. We'll get to the vets tomorrow, see what he's got to say. But I think Mr. F's going to bring him over so you can have a little look at him. He is a gorgeous little thing, and I really hope he makes it. Come on, little fella. Come on. Go and say hello. Hey? Go and say hello. There he is. There you go. Hey? Look at that. There you go. Where's the best way to look at him? Here? Where? Yeah, there, they can see him in front of me. There you go. I mean, he's just super cute. So we're hoping that we can kind of keep him alive, at least until tomorrow, and see what the vet's got to say. So that is the reason that nothing much has been done apart from looking after the little one. Right. So, yes, he is a totally precious darling. He really is. And he is sweet. He's gorgeous. If he would just take food. However, right, that's that. So, yes, we're down to the purple again. And what we're going to do, Mr. F's trying to feed him again at the minute. Are you taking any?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit? Oh, good. So the first thing that I want to do is I bought some cheap embossing plates. They're tattered lace. They're really cheap on eBay. They were 4 full sets for £18. And in the set you get an 8x8, you get a border, so a 2-inch border, and you get a triangle corner piece. So, 4 for 18 quids, £4.50 each. It's a bargain. So I have these to play with. So I think I'll put some embossing on a piece of card. Oh, great. Oh, he's had a good meal. Oh, brilliant. And I'm going to use some some of this lilac card, and I want it to be, let's just check that this corner does actually fit in here. Yes, it does. That's lovely. So I want it to be about, just mark it with my pencil, about there, and probably an inch or so off the top. Let's just cut that off first. I'm all of a dither today, as you would expect. It's the last thing we thought we'd come across, was a blinking clutch of kittens. But I don't fancy the chances much out there with foxes and stuff. Right, and I'm just going to chop a bit off the top because I don't want the full height of the page. So an arbitrary amount is what's coming off there. Right, so I knew this was going to happen. Oh no, here it is.
People want to know what Bobby thinks.
It's been really quite funny about it. When we stopped in the car and I got back in with this tiny little bundle, he came into the front, he had a sniff of it, and then we always take a picnic for Bobby because he absolutely loves it. When you're out and about, if you stop, take him for a walk, get back into the car, Bobby always has a picnic. We don't, but Bobby does. And on this particular occasion, we had slices of chicken for Bobby. So he came, he sniffed the little one, and then he could sniff the chicken. So he just went and he nicked the entire chicken pieces that were there, went into the back seat, ate them, and never said another thing. Then when we got him home, he sort of had another little bit of a sniff, and then he went to get his toys out because he's supreme, because he has squeaky toys. So he squeaked his toys for a good couple of hours just to, say that he was the boss. And then he hasn't really looked aside his own since then, to be honest. I don't know, maybe, if we can get him past this and he can start to, get out and walk a little bit and even meow, anything would be good. Then maybe Bobby will pay more attention to him, I don't know. But at the moment, nothing. Anyway, I'll hand this over to Mr. F and see if he will emboss that for me. Will you emboss that corner and that corner, please? The opposite corners.
Yes.
Thank you. So the next thing I intend to do with the embossing, seeing as I'm flush for folders nowadays, is something, I'm sure you've seen it before, and I'm equally sure I cut a bit of paper for it. Yeah. It's when you ink your embossing folder, you get a really gorgeous effect. I just have to work out which way I want to do it. Let me just chop a bit off that because I don't need all of that. Is that too much? Might be a little bit. So that's about 4 3/4. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Let's just check that the top's straight. It doesn't look exactly straight. Oh, it is though. Right. So I'm sure I'm teaching you things that you already know, but I want it for that journal, so that's all right. Right. With embossing folders, as you know, you have what they call... Oh, thank you. I'll give you this to put away. It goes on that one. Oh, isn't that pretty? Wow. Is that the colour of the other side? I didn't know that. I didn't even know that. I just found that and I thought it was really pretty. I didn't know we had this colour on the other side. Wow, that's incredible. So yeah, okay, we've got that, which is very nice. I like it. I think that shade's going to go better than that one. And that's all right. That's fine. Right, so with this one then, yes, as I was saying to you, embossing plates have what they call the embossing plate, embossing side. What is that in there? I don't know. and a debossing side. Okay, so this is the embossing side because the pattern is up. This is the debossing side because the pattern is down. Right, so I'm going to put ink. I can't remember which way to do this, so I'm going to put it on the debossing side. Is that right? No, I'm going to put it on the emboss. We'll see. We'll see what happens when it comes out, all right, if I was right or wrong. And I'm going to get my ink pad, my little distress ink, still waiting for the other ones. And I'm just going to lightly smear this ink over the pad. I'm sure you know about this, so sorry for repetition.
Sharon says that they had a similar situation. They were told to feed it every 2 hours by the vet.
Yeah, we're trying every hour just to get something into him.
We had some then, so.
Yeah. Right, so that's got some ink on it. I'm going to place my card over it and then pass it through the whirligig thing. Could you just do that for me, please?
Yeah.
Before the ink dries.
Call,
then roll call, yes. I think I'm reaching the stage where I'm probably getting a bit too much for just one page, but that doesn't matter because we've got the purple page here as well. So I'll just carry on doing purple stuff. We'll see what this one looks like when it comes out. Oh yeah, this is the other one that I wanted. This is a sheet from the journal boat, and I love this. I love that image. So I'm going to cut that out and include that. Ooh. Right, let's see what we've got. Ooh. Ooh, it's a bit grimy. Which side was that on? That was that. I'm going to try it on the other side. See what I get. Let's clean that up. Right, I'm going to try the ink on this side. Just going to use this little bit of paper, it's fine. See what happens then. The way to learn is to practice, I guess. So I'm practicing. You've got to be quite light, otherwise it goes onto the bits where you don't want it. I think that's fine. Pop that in there. Ask Mr. F if he'd kindly put that through the thingy. Yeah, it's just this is a little bit on the messy side. I mean, maybe they all are, I don't know. This isn't a technique I'm used to doing. It is pretty. You see it? It's very pretty. Right, so let's cut this out, and that will be another thing that we're going to add to this lovely journal. Handbag inspiration journals, that's what I call them. Oh, let's have a look at this. See what we've got this time. Oh, yes. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. Oh, I do. Let me just wipe my plate clean. Otherwise everything from now on will be purple. Lovely, that's great. Could I just ask you to put that somewhere, because I'm kind of running out of room here. So yeah, that's lovely. I'm very pleased with that. Roll call.
Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
Young.
Hello, lovely Guillaume.
Terry.
Hiya, Terry.
Jen.
Hiya, Jen.
Michelle.
Hello, Michelle.
Agent Zigzag.
Hello, Agent Zigzag.
Laurie.
Hi, Laurie.
Mike.
Hello, Mike.
Flo.
Hiya, Flo.
Leslie.
Hello, Leslie.
Violet.
Hello, Violet.
Tommy.
Hi, Tommy.
Noella.
Hello, Noella.
Sharon.
Hi, Sharon.
Erin.
Hi, Erin.
Gonnie.
Hello, Gonnie.
Judy.
Hello, Judy.
Jan.
Hi, Jan.
Tamira.
Hello, Tamira.
Yvonne.
Hello, Yvonne.
And Dixie.
Hello.
If I've missed you, shout out.
It's so nice we've got so many people with us today. That's great. Can I just say at this stage also a huge thank you, huge and heartfelt thank you to those that have contributed financially to the channel. You know what it means to me, and I'm very, very grateful. So thank you to everybody who has done that. Kerry! Ross! Were they on already? You just missed them.
I missed them.
Oh,
I've been busy.
Yeah.
Cat feeding.
I know, I'm embossing.
It's not easy lactating, you know.
Right, so that's a really, really nice, well, I guess it will be a journaling card. It could be anything. Could be what, oh, I just want to slice the top off that. Could be whatever the person wants it to be. There we are. So I'm just going to cut the corners on this.
Tommy says she's sorry she missed you yesterday, but she was getting the vaccine like a good girl.
Yeah, I saw your message. I'm sorry if I haven't had a chance to get, answering everybody's messages. But you now know why. Yeah, good girl, get your vaccine. So that will go on, well, on these pages. It's probably not all going to go on this page because that would be silly. And then we've got that one as well. So we're making progress, right? So seeing as I'm in the land of purple, is that what I said I was going to show you? I can't remember now. Yeah, anyway, never mind. I've got some, I don't know what that is. I'm going to take some watercolour card. And, it wouldn't be one of my lives if we didn't get messy at some stage. So I'm just going to, the spiral bound bit of this is all jiggered up, so I'll just cut this off. I've been a bit too brutal with it at times, I think. Let's see where I can put this where it won't land on my head. Oh, still got the card. That's good journal covers, isn't it? The backing of that watercolour paper. Perfect. Right, so I want to cut this. I don't want to cut it at all, I don't think yet. Let me get out my stamping platform. Okay. Let's see if I can make it kind of square. For it to lie down, yes, okay. It's on the side of rubber, excellent, because I'm going to be using rubber stamps. And I'm just going to attach the magnets. Yes, everybody said if I didn't put washi tape around my magnets it'd smash. And I didn't, and they did, so I've now got 3 magnets for the price of 2. Right, I'm going to use my Tim Holtz butterfly stamps. And you get loads. I'm not sure if you get 9 or 10. You get a lot anyway. And I don't need that many. I probably need about 3, maybe. Something like that. Just choosing at random, really. Yeah, about that many. About 3. Do they look relatively square? Yeah, I think so. Okay, right. Now you may have seen on the Facebook group through the week that Mr. F put a post on about some Zig pens, some Zig watercolour pens that Graft City were selling 5 for £1. Well, he bought me quite a lot, which was lovely. And I was so taken with him, I said to him, can you buy me another 5's worth, please? Because I don't want them to run out. They're so cheap. Let's have some more. And when he bought me some more, there were different colours in them, which is incredible. I thought there were only 15 colours on offer, but when I got the other ones, those are the ones that he showed you. And then these are the new colours that I got, including a lilac, which is jolly handy.
She's sanitising that story slightly. What she said was, get on there and order some more before you tell anybody else.
I did not say that. Why would I say that?
I know, I'm making it up.
I'm not like that.
No, you're not. That's what makes it funny, in the end.
Oh, your head is a weird place. I'm telling you. It's very weird.
Well, that's the problem, isn't it? The voices in there think something's funny, but when it hits oxygen, it deteriorates quickly.
Rapidly. Right, so that's my 3 butterflies on there.
I don't know why I listen to them, they don't get out very often.
I was just going to do something else and now I've forgotten due to Mr. F's stupidity.
Lack of sleep.
What was I going to do? Oh, I don't know. I've no idea. Anyway, let's take the lilac one and we're going to paint them. We're going to apply the watercolour by means of this Zig watercolour brush onto our stamps. Okay? So I'm just going to do them one by one because they'll dry out, etc., etc. And I feel more in control when I'm just doing one. So I'm just going over the stamp, paying more attention if I can to the raised bits. Let's try that. Before I stamp it, I'm just going to spritz this watercolour paper. It might be a bit too much of a spritz. And stamp that top one and see what happens. Let me just get my yoga mat. I find you get better stamps if you use something soft underneath. Ooh, let's have a look and see what that's like. Oh yes, that's lovely. That's really lovely. I wanted it to spread a bit further. So maybe the thing is to go back into it. I want it to come outside the lines. That's the general idea. You know, if I'd wanted a one that didn't come outside the lines, I would never ever have got one. But you know, it's fun. It's fun trying these things. Right, I'm just going to give that a little spritz. See if I can get this to move outside the lines. No, it doesn't want to. Come on. I don't know why my spritzer doesn't want to work. That's it. Let's try that again, see if we can get it to move a bit. It's thinking about going. You are going to go. By hook or by crook. It should spread now a little bit, I think, with the water. Right, let's do the next one down then. I seem to have gone all sort of arty this last couple of months. And I'm sorry if that's not your bag. I really am. If you know, more absolute junk journaling. But I do think that most of the things I show you, if not all, could easily fit into a junk journal and perhaps just make it a step beyond, you know, just something a little bit different. You could do this with ordinary watercolours as well if you want to. Or your inks, you know, stamp your ink out onto a glass board. Yeah, well, that's just a daft amount now. I'm just using these because I just got them and I want to play with them, obviously. These are really behaving themselves and being really... they're really coming out the shape, and I want them to be more something, I don't know what I want. Loose is the word. Right, let's try that. That's got quite a lot of water on it, so Okay. Do your best. Do your best. I think that might go with a bit of encouragement. Right, that brings us down to the last one. Just give them a bit of a clean up. Don't need masses of clean up, it's just watercolour, so come off quite easily. I did have a try at this, a little practice of this before the live, and they worked perfectly. They really bled out. They worked exactly how I wanted them to work. And of course these ones now, they're just...
Connie suggests spritzing the stamp.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, Connie. I was sort of holding off doing that in case it went bananas, but you know. I mean, look at that, I've spritzed the paper, I've spritzed the blinking stamp, and it's still perfect. I'm going to have one more go to try and get it to move. Spritz the stamp. Spritz the paper. Well, would you look at that? It just won't move. Let's do these ones again. I'm not giving up, I'm just not. I don't think I'm going to get any purple down here, but it might move what's on there. I mean, there's loads of water on there, loads. I'll just give that a minute to think about life.
Jean's managed to join us.
Oh, Jean, hello. Good news about Homer, I see. That's excellent. That'll be great if he can actually get up and walk around by himself. What a huge difference he'll feel. So I'm putting those away. No! I meant to leave them where they were. Oh my goodness. Let's put them back where they were. Was that on there? Was that even that one? Oh, I meant to leave these where they were. Oh well, now they probably will be outside the lines. Excellent demonstration. Most professional. Thank you. Right, I think there's something like that.
August is going well.
August's going really well. Right, I'm going to dry those off then, get on to the next stage of this and see what happens. Yeah, the lives in August really have been incredible, I would say.
Jean wants to know what you're going for here because she thought they looked really good.
I'm going for a sort of messy. I wanted them to spread out beyond the stamp a little bit, and you'll see why in a sec. So they're dry, I would say. Right, so for my next trick, let's just make sure those are dry.
Guillaume said she could swear it was January yesterday.
It was January yesterday, it definitely, absolutely was. Right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp my emboss stuff, this stuff, onto my stamps. That's got to be enough, hasn't it? Stamp these, which now of course may not be where they were, but that doesn't matter particularly, to be honest. Right, so that should have embossing stuff on it. Oh, come on, there must be something. Bit of paper that I had, yes. Organised, yes. Put your embossing powder on it, which in this case is silver. I wanted gold, but I couldn't find it. We'll see if any of this is stuck.
It's in the drawer.
I couldn't see it. Oh, I've forgotten the blinking pounds thing again. Oh, Nancy gave me an anti-static thing, and I forgot about it again. Right, I've got some on there. Let's just glitter myself up, shall we? Okay, now I need to take a paintbrush or something similar and just try and get rid of all this embossing powder that's places where I don't want it. Which I could have done away with by using the pounce thing, anti-static bag, but of course I didn't. Quite a bit down here. Yeah, I think that's cleaned them up okay. See, the idea was that the watercolour would have spread out from underneath that, but it didn't want to. And if it didn't want to, it didn't want to. So let's get this warmed up a bit. They really warm up ever so quick, these little Tim Holtz heaters. Dryers, whatever they are. That's it, it's going. Never loses its magic. That's it. And there we go. I mean, they are just gorgeous. Can you see those? I'm not sure what you're seeing, but oh yeah, look, you can see them. They're gorgeous, and you can see the purple underneath. So I'm going to cut those out, and they can go into our purple page because they're very nice. And it's up to the person who receives the journal whether they want to cut them out individually or leave them as they are. I think they look quite nice all together, but that's not my decision to make. I'm going to put this out down here, about there. So there we have it, another inclusion for our journal. I hope that they look all right. So the next thing, possibly even the last thing that I want to show you today, given the situation I find myself in with the cat, is little labels. Now I've got some labels here. I've also got some little stamps that are cut out from the Journal Bolt set. They were in there and I thought they were really nice, so I've cut them out. That little girl in particular, there's a journal card of her, she's gorgeous. So I've got those 5 little stamps, but what I also wanted to do was to include some of these titchy little stamps, labels. They're tiny, so I thought I would include maybe 3 or 4 of those. I'm going to keep the string on as it is. It's white, so it kind of goes with everything. But, you know, the string could easily be changed for a colour that you prefer more. And I'll do 4 of these as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so what I'm going to do is look for well, I'm going to knock the thing out first. I'm going to look for a little stamp, and I mean a little stamp because they are tiny.
Zanet's joined us.
Hello, Zanet. Nice to see you. Right, so yeah, I'm looking for a tiny little stamp. In fact, I need several tiny little stamps. Let's have a look and see what's in the stamp drawer. I know there's one set that, there's that one, the little butterfly, he's very handy. And I have got a set somewhere that is just all tiny stuff. Yeah, there it is, lurking at the bottom. Oh, there might be some little ones on this one here as well. Let's have a look and see what we've got and what we can use. Let's have a look at this one first. This one's all kind of tiny little flowers. And they might be quite useful for the... I don't know, it might be too big for the little ones. Oh, we'll see what we can get on. And this one, you've seen me use that photo corner before in a roller prompt. I don't think there's much on there. This is quite funny. Down here it says goals, plans and to buy. We all know which list is the longest. That butterfly is the one that I've got out that I just showed you. That tiny little flower, that might go on. It's joined together with its pal, so I'll have to get the scissors out and chop that off. Right, I'm going to try that first before I try the little flowers. And I'm going to use archival ink. Yeah, if I can find it, I will use archival ink. Oh, yeah, first up, could you believe it? I'm just going to stamp onto this. This is coming to the end of its days. In fact, today is the end of its day. I really need to keep everything super clean where this little handbag journal is, because it's basically white. So anywhere where there's, you know, a bit of muck and that around, it needs to go and be cleaned. So I am going to swap this out for something else. So if I get ink on it, I'm not particularly fussed today. Right, so let's put this little... Oh, I'll do the little butterfly first, because it's already on there. Does that fit on? No, it doesn't. I'm going to have to put that onto a big one. And maybe another one. That's nice. That's very nice. Right, the butterfly, it is too big and it's tiny. So I'm going to have to try, see if that flower wants to fit on. It might. Doesn't even want to stick on. You stuck? Yeah, okay. So let's see. I know you're supposed to take the pad to the thing, but this is, I'm just not, basically. Yeah, that fits. Wow, that's so pretty. That really is. So pretty. Actually, I'm going to do a second. I don't generally do two of the same one. I'm not going to re-ink it. I'm going to go for a second generation here because I think I've got enough ink on it. Yeah. Actually, because it's second generation, it looks slightly different to the first generation, so that's all right. Then I'll do a large one, but I probably need the large, the one I've just cut that off from. Yeah, you're right, my stamp block is quite big enough, thank you. Got the tiniest stamp in the world. Right, so this one I'm just going to put sort of coming off the edge. It's quite like that kind of look. And here. That is juicy, that archival one. And then I'm going to put a second generation one, almost all on, but not quite. There we are. That's pretty, isn't it? You can see that. It's purple. Take my word for it, it is purple. As it's drying, it's getting more sort of purpley. Right, so that's done its duty. Let's get the little flowers out, see what they've got to say for themselves. These came from, well, you know where they came from already without me telling you. They came from my good friend Ali. And they're really good. I really wanted some teeny tiny stamps. So these definitely fulfill the brief. Right, what on earth is going to fit on those little ones? That might. Top of that might. Let's give it a try and see what gives. Oh yeah, that's pretty. So, yeah, no, I'll put that one away now. Get out a different one. Yeah?
Jan, you said she got a punch from a thrift store, a Fisker's one. It's huge, and it just punches out very tiny little tags.
Wow, fancy that. I thought she was going to say she got a punch for the first of the month. You know that nipping a punch for the first of the month thing? I didn't realise you meant punch as in punch.
Fisker's punch.
Fisker's punch.
It's massive and all it does is make little tags.
Well, start sticking little tags in everywhere. I'm back on the orange. That's quite a nice one. Let's try that one. Looks like daffodils or something. But I'm going all purple because it's going on my purple page. Oh, that fits so nicely on there, it's lovely. Lovely. Really pretty. We've got some nice tags going on here. You can see there's quite a lot of time goes into this, making these handbag journals. It's like I said yesterday, I think it's loads quicker to make an actual journal. But they're not, you know, they're not the same. And I do make them to order. The two that I'm making presently, this one and another one, are made to order. So if you want to commission one, that's great. I'll happily make one for you. They are £37.50 plus the postage. So I've only got one little one left. Which I think when you see everything that goes into them, it's not desperate. And of course all the money goes into the coffers for the group. So you're helping always up. So if you're thinking about making a donation, you might as well buy one of these. Then at least you get one of these. What am I going to use?
Wendy Rush says hi.
Hiya, Wendy.
It's nice to watch you live. She's been binge watching your videos.
Oh, no, poor thing.
Slow day on telly.
My guess is she's not watching the Olympics. I don't think you've picked the best day, Wendy, if I'm honest with you. Today's not a kind of normal day. And I don't feel like I'm giving you my best shot today. That's kind of falling off the bottom, but it'll be fine. Right, let's get these stamps popped away where they belong.
Jean says, oh my goodness, your work is worth that, Miss P.
Thank you, Jean.
And Erin says, oh goodness, I will contact you because I definitely want and need one.
Erin needs one. There is a lot of stuff in them. There's an awful lot of stuff that is in them. And if you're anything like me, and I'm pretty sure you are, you love just feeling stuff and opening stuff up and just imagining what you could do with it. That's what I like to do. Right, so I'm going to get my inking board out. See if I can find a cleanish one. Yep. And pop these on here. They're all dry now. As I say, I was using Ranger's archival ink. So it's it does take a little while to dry. Don't be suckered into thinking that archival ink is dry the second you put it on, because it absolutely isn't. It's an oil-based ink, and as you know, if you've ever spilled oil from anywhere onto the road, your carpet, whatever it may be, it doesn't dry instantly, and neither does oil-based ink. So I'm just going to give them a quick waft over. I'm going to waft.
Leslie says that's an idea for your channel, Journaling Olympics.
Yeah, we do it every weekend, Leslie.
Gymnastics.
Yeah. Pole vaulting. High jump. You should see me high jump. Oh. Pole vaulting might be funnier. Running. Actually, even running would be funny. Oh dear. I'm certainly not athletic. I'm just not. Some people were built for speed. Some people were built for junk journaling. That's me. Right, where did I put that little ink pad that I had earlier on, the distress one? Come on, come to Mama. Here it is, right by my side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just paint a little bit with some ink. And it's the same colour. The archival ink is Dusty Concord and the distress ink is Dusty Concord. So they're Mr. and Mrs. Dusty Concord. This is the Mr. because he's stronger. And you know, I'm not saying that in any way that us females are weaker. I mean physically stronger. They are more muscular. So I'm using Mrs. Dusty Concord. Oh, that was a load of crap. I nearly said that, then I didn't, and I thought, oh, that's what I'm thinking. Right, so I am just going to pounce this down on my ink mat. Yeah, it's getting near the end of its life, this one. But it's done good service. Good service. Just move these away while I spritz that. Look, it just doesn't want to work. That's it. There you go. Right. So with my little paintbrush, I'll just mix that up. And then I'm just going to paint over the top of those so that all that nice lilac colour. I need to paint in the top where the string is, in there. And I don't know why, I just think these look pretty. And I could imagine that there's loads of uses I can see for them. You don't have to be too cautious about this. You don't have to be cautious at all. You don't have to cover the whole thing. Cover what you fancy. But they do look nice. If you've made a nice tag and you hang this off the top as well, where you've put your ribbon for your tag, I think they look really nice.
Junior says she never thinks to do stuff like that.
Well, it's because it takes time, isn't it? You're doing your tag and you think, oh great, I've nearly finished this page. And then to start to think, to put these together, you've got to find the ink, you've got to find a stamp, you've got to find the little tags. Mind you, you're all right, Johnny, you've got a little tag maker. It's just it's grief, isn't it, at the end of the journal sort of thing. And I think that's why I'm really enjoying making these inspiration journals. Because I'm handing the reins over to the person who's receiving it to use their imagination. I'm giving them the stuff. Oh, you would run out, wouldn't you? You just would. And they can use their imagination if they want. They maybe don't want to. They maybe want to keep it like this forever and just go back periodically and stroke it. And that I can understand too. I love stroking stuff that I own.
I can vouch for that.
So there we are, we've coloured all those in. It's quick but very pretty, I think. A pretty way of going on. So I just need to put my strands in through these other ones. I think they just go round, don't they, and tie and knot. And as I say, the person who receives it may want to keep them white or may not, and that's their decision, but the white does go with this journal. And then I am going to, well, you'll see what I'm going to do. I'm not going to spoil it. Not that it's a huge surprise or anything. So the question is, dare we go out this afternoon? A, leave the cat. I don't think I dare. Or B, go back round where the cat was and see if we can find any. I don't think his brother or sister will still be alive, to be honest. And what the heck would we do with two kittens that don't want to eat? I can see huge vet's bills racking up. Anyway, I think we'll just stay in. There's cricket on, the Olympics are on, we're taking no hurt, and just look after the little one. Because we have been trying to feed him every hour because he's just not taking much at all. But that last time, just after we started with the live, Mr. F fed him, and he did actually take some food, so that's good. Because that's the proper, ready-made formula for orphaned kittens. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's just like typical that we would end up with a cat like this. Right, is that everything done? Yes, it is. Right, okay. So I've got those, and I've also got these 5 little postage stamps that came in the Journal Boat kit. You guys that are new to watching me, we favour, we have the people on Etsy that we favour. And those people are Victoria, who's got a shop called The Journal Boat on Etsy. And her kits are so pretty. I think everybody on the group actually agrees with me that they're just pretty, so pretty. And so inexpensive. Very, very inexpensive. We also favour Chapter 1. Similarly, they are extremely pretty. I love their papers. I should tell you that I do get papers from them gratis, so I can use them and I can show them to you. We also favour tailor-made journals. The lovely Lorna Taylor, who is Canadian, and she's mad as a box of frogs, and she's lovely, and we use her papers when we can. Definitely we do, quite a lot. And I use Liana Scraps papers, maybe not as much as the others, but I do use that as well, for the same reason. The lovely papers, and they're a good price. So that's you up to date with that. Right, what I'm going to do is get myself a vellum bag. No, it's not vellum, it's glassine. It's a glassine bag. And into that, I'm going to pop all of my labels except for one. I'm going to leave one out. So I'm going to put all the labels in. And all the stamps, all of these little stamps. So it's a nice little package.
Lorna says, yippee, you like me, you really, really like me.
Really, really like you, Lorna. You. Oh, of course I really, really like you. So let's pop that away.
Despite being Canadian.
Despite being mad as a box of frogs, yes, I do like you. And did I leave a label out? Did I? Did I? No. No, I didn't.
Erin said, mad as a box of frogs. I think that's my new favourite saying.
I wasn't going to leave the butterfly one out. Oh, I was going to leave that one out because that's my favourite. So pop all these back in, just like that didn't happen.
Tommy says you've got 3 cats and 4 dogs and they were all rescue.
Oh, good for you, Tommy.
She puts food out for the outside cats next door.
Oh, what a sweetheart. Yeah, we've got now a dog and a cat, both definitely rescue. Oh, there's where I put it. That was the one I was going to keep out. Oh, talking about people being mad as a box of frogs. I'm quite mad myself.
And Lorna says, what? Everybody loves Canadians.
Right, so what I'm going to do now is, I've got some washi somewhere. This washi. Would you look at this washi, guys? How delightful is that? I'll just open it up a little bit for you so you get the full impact of its beauty.
Don't spoil them.
Well, that's 2 there. I mean, I can keep going. There's loads. Isn't that gorgeous? It absolutely is. I love it. Guess where I got it? Go on. Go ahead. Guess.
Jen says she has Mike. He was a rescue.
Oh. Yeah, well, come to think of it, Mr. F was put out too. Anyway, that's not the point of the situation, is it? I was looking for some gold ribbon. No, not gold.
That's the problem with rescues, Jen. You have to take them to the vets to be done.
This is just, it's descending into no goodness. Right, look, so I've got all my labels and I've got my stamps in there in my little glassine bag, and I'm going to fold the top over, and that's the last I'm ever going to see of those, because I'm going to stick them down with this bit of lavender washi. I love this washi.
Leslie says she loves the sound of a glassine bag.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? It really is nice. And I'm going to stick it down using that bit of washi there. And before I stick it all the way, I just want to stick this label into it. Ooh, nearly forgot.
Erin said washi from...
From my good friend Ali. Right, so there we are. I'm just going to burnish that down, that washi tape. I'm sure it'll be fine, but I'll just give it a quick little burnish. There we are. So it's got its it's a glassine bag. It's got its little washi on. It's got a label on it, and I was wondering whether I should put some ribbon round it. You know, go all out, as it were. I do love this ribbon with the gold edge. kind of gorgeous. I could do that. And I could, it's quite thick satin ribbon this, so I don't think I'd get away with putting a bow on it. I think it would just be like too much. But I definitely could get away with that. And that would leave a nice little bit of this purple ribbon for the recipient to do something with. So what I do when I cut this and it's a bit frayfied, I get my candle lighter. Now don't do this if you're afraid to do it. And I just waft it across there, and that just seals the ends in, so it's not going to fray. See, this has got frayfications on the end. That's merrily making up words today. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That was a bit extreme. The smoke detector's going to go off in a minute. So yeah, I mean, when the person gets it, they can cut that end off if they want to, but it's fine. It's all right. It just stops it fraying and looking nasty. So let's put that on there.
Jenny says she'd burn her lashes off for sure.
No, hold it away from your lashes. Don't do that. I can see the blinking lawsuits coming in as we speak, Mr. F, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm holding that there. I'm going to get these safety pins.
We made the mistake of thinking we were dealing with adults.
Yeah, we should have known. We should have known. These are not safety pins, they're paper clips. I don't know why I always call them the wrong thing. Yeah, the last one of these that we did was using Lona's lovely papers. We used Faded Summer. So these are like really funky paper clips.
Jean says, what about organza ribbon? Is there any way to stop that fraying?
Well, I don't know. Have you tried to do it, Jean? Tried to burn it? I'll try it in a minute. Might just all
Explode?
No, not
Melt?
explode. Yeah, melt. Let's see if I've got any organza that I don't mind losing. This organza came from Jen and Mike, so it's special. It's never going to get used. It's funny, isn't it, the way we do that? There's got to be some. Oh yeah, here's some organza here. This is perfect colour for that Faded Summer journal.
Oh, that's well frayy.
This is very free. Very frayfied, this. So if we go dark after a couple of minutes, call the fire brigade.
Kyung says a heat gun works too.
Oh, does it? Oh, that's good. Right, I'm going to try this on here, see what happens.
Put something dark behind it so you can see the frays.
Put something dark.
Any darkness?
I'm out of dark. Hang on, wait a minute, what's that? Yeah, mate, I've got dark.
Don't panic.
Right, so there's all the frayification. Yeah, that's all right. That works fine. That's grand. Yes, Jean, that's what you have to do. I don't know why I'm telling you to do this, because I feel an accident maybe in the offing, and we've just got Homer on the right road. We don't want you going up in smoke. Let's try this end. Yeah, that's great. It just sort of seals it as it goes along. Excellent. There's another problem solved. And Keung said, was it Keung or Janya said the heat gun works? Keung, was it?
Jen says, save Homer.
Right, so there we are. We've got a lovely little inclusion for our journal. It's only taken us all day to make it. But, you know, we've got nothing but time, have we? And I found this white ribbon lace, which I really like, and I'm going to include that too. So let's see what we've all got and what needs to go where, what and how. So I've got this satin ribbon, and I'm going to include some of this lace. It's a bit want sort of double the page height of the lace, so there's enough to do something with. So about there.
Jean said he's getting used to being treated like a king.
That, I think that is actually a valid point. That sometimes it's not so easy to actually, you know, not treat them like kings anymore. But I'm sure you'll be fine, Jean.
I'm sure you'd be fine.
I'll be fine. I'll be perfectly fine. This has got sort of threads on the top of it. But I guess that's part of it. It's really quite pretty, that. Where's my black thing again? There, look. It's quite pretty, isn't it? I think I might just give it a bit of a close shave up here.
Jean says she won't have any trouble not treating him like a king.
Good girl, Jean. Never doubted you for a moment. You have been such a miss, Jean. Oh my goodness, I have missed you. We all have. So I'm just kind of giving this a bit of a closer shave along here, because it's a bit thready. But it's really nice lace. I like it. Where's that coming from? Oh, up there. Right. I think that's it. I think that's okay. Wasn't much to shout about, but it's just made it look a little bit better. Let's just hit the orange again. What's everybody saying? Yeah, Noella's setting up a new craft room. Good luck with that, Noella. Yeah, King. Oh dear me. We're all slightly mad, aren't we? Really, I guess. I think we are on my group anyway. So I want the satin ribbon. I want that. I've got these as well. And the little, that. I don't know what, oh, and the envelope. Yeah, I've got quite a lot of things here. I like that. I'm going to put that in on top of the ribbon, like that, kind of. Then that, because I like that very much indeed. Then maybe that, but will you still, I'll have to pull that out just a little bit, otherwise you won't see it. And that. I think they need a little bit chopped off the top and bottom. They're a bit too long. And perhaps just a little bit down the side. I don't feel like they need to be taking up the space they are taking up.
Sharon says you just always know how to put all the pieces together.
Oh my goodness. Let's hope so. Right. Yeah, that looks so much better. So much better. So, right, let's pop that there then. And that leaves us the envelope, the journaling card, the embossed card, the glassine, and the lace for the other side. That's quite a lot. That's quite a lot, but never mind, it'll be fine. So this is the organza that I used yesterday, that I put on yesterday, and I'm thinking that I need to actually attach it to there as well. So out you come, all you lot that I've just carefully placed. So a lot of this goes on with this malarkey. You get it right, you get it wrong. So I'm just going to cut off a little bit of this, just to attach that organza to this end of the page. So that's about halfway, would you say there? Yeah. say so. There we are, let's just burnish that. There's a bit of silliness going on there, I don't know what it is. No, that's still not it off. I wouldn't mind so much if it wasn't going on crystal organza. That's fine. Right, so that's going to go to there. Not sure that's straight, but it'll do the job nicely. And then these can come back in here. Like that. Wonder about that journal card. That might look quite nice there. With the silver of the butterflies peeking out. Yeah, quite like that. Right, so now I'm going to tie this, or attempt to tie it in a bow. And I'm probably going to have to use a paper clip as well, because I don't think I'll be able to get it tight enough like this. But I'll try. I just like the idea of the white organza. And I quite like that being big and floppy. And that is actually holding that in, would you believe that? It's incredible. I'll just cut that off like that. I've still got a little bit. Cut that off. Oh, like that. And if I start to see it frame, which it probably will, then I'll burn the ends off. I've had enough burning for one day. So there we are.
Complimentary.
Oh. Yeah, it's like a journal kit in a journal, really. That's a really good description for it. It's pieces to inspire you to make a journal. So that's that page pretty much done. Now, if it's not going to behave itself and stay there, which it probably won't, I'll just pop a paper clip. Yeah, paper clip, yes, got it right. Over it, just to hold it still. And I've got these lovely purple ones, so, you know, they're not kind of detracting from it too much at all. So just pop that in there, and that's everything held in place there now. So that's that page. I'm quite happy with that. I really like it. It's got some lovely inclusions. That's brilliant. So let's move over quickly to the back page, the back purple page, and see what we've got. I've got this lace, which I want to include because it's lovely. Our little organza bag, which is also very sweet. Our envelope that's got the yarn bobbin with some lace around it. And the embossed piece of card. So I think I'll put the lace on first. No, I might put the embossed card on first. Then the lace, which I might put that way. It'll be easier to fasten onto the page that way. Make sure it's lined straight, like that. Then the envelope up there, perhaps, and that there. Does that look all right? Maybe I don't want the envelope and the bag on the same page. I don't know. That looks quite nice. I think that looks quite exciting. You know, you want to know what's in there, don't you? So, where's our purple page? It's here. So you could put a little bulldog clip on it if you wanted to, or paper clips, or however you want to hold it in place. I'm going to use another one of these paper clips, if I can find one. And just clip all of that in place there. So you know me, I probably will shuffle around with it for a bit, but I think basically I've got the things in the place where I want them to be. I might split these up, the envelope and the bag, and move something from the front purple page you know, like that, for example. I could have the envelope there, couldn't I? So you'll see the next time when we have a look. I mean, hopefully it'll be a lot more finished than it is now. But when you close it up, that's what it looks like that, with this lovely organza bow now coming out the top, and all the ruffles that I did that look, I think, like ladies' underskirts. I said something more rude than that the last time, but I've changed it to underskirts or petticoats. So there we have it. I also need to do something with this spread here, but you know, there's time. So I'll work away at that through the week as other commitments permit, and hopefully the next time I see you, it will be, you know, getting on for being finished, because I have another one to do as well. So that's kind of it today. I'm sorry, it's a bit short change really today. It's just I kind of want to get back to the cat and try with some more food and see what's what. So thank you so very much, everybody who's joined me today. You've been great. You're always great. Yeah, and this is going to go. So we have exciting new paper. Woohoo! Who knows the excitement that we go through? And I'll keep you up to date with what's going on with the cat.
New roller prompt tomorrow.
Yeah, a new roller prompt tomorrow, that's right. And I promise I really will try harder. I think I've been a bit slack with my roller prints this last week. So I'm really going to try harder, see what happens. The ones that I've got for tomorrow I think are pretty good ones. So see what you roll, or do the same as I'm doing if that's what you want to do. And I'll see you in a video tomorrow. I'll see you live next Saturday.
Jen says the cat should be called Mikey.
Mikey? Spiky Mikey?
I think she's trying to get some brownie points with Mike.
Transparent, Jen.
Buttering him up for something.
Yeah. Okay then, behave yourselves, guys. Thanks very much for joining me. See you soon. Bye.
Bye everyone, take care, be safe, be happy, see you soon. Bye.